All right, so what we were looking at here is we've got this table, and question was when we've got something that says draw 4 plots. Whoops, don't do that. Oh my goodness. When we have a prompt that says draw 4 plots, this one right here, I do have a link to help, but basically we've got this table here, and I recommend, we live in the digital age. Why don't we use a digital tool? So Desmos is my go-to tool. So if you go into, let's go desmos.com, it'll bring you to a page that looks like this. You're going to go start graphing, and then this will allow you to create a plot. So to create a table on here that's going to create all of your points, we go to plus right here, and then you'll notice there's a table option. So table, and here we are. We have a table. So before we look at the graph, I'm going to extend this out a little bit. I'm going to change this so that this represents the number of tiles. We've got triangle, so I'm going to call this T1. We've got rhombus, so I'm going to call that R1. We've got pentagon, I'm going to call that P1. And hexagon, I'll call that H1. And then we've got 4 different colors, so we'll be able to distinguish. Number of tiles is increasing by 1, so I'm just going to put all of those in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you'll be able to, we could just skip right there. We could just skip to 50 once you figure that out. My hope is that you discover a pattern. So we know that the perimeter of a triangle is 3. Hey, look, there's a point. 1, 3. The perimeter of a rhombus is 4. Pentagon is 5 and 6. So if I'm looking over here, when I've got 2 triangles, my perimeter is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going up 4. When I've got 3, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like my pattern here is going up by 1. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you'll notice that we've definitely got a pattern over here, a linear pattern, 12. And if we compared the perimeter to the number of tiles, you'll notice that it's just 2 above it every time, right? So really, I could go down to 50, and it's going to be 52. If let's bring this back over. If I zoom out, way out to 50, you'll see that these green dots sure look like they're gonna intersect with that eventually if I were to fill all of those in. So let's take a look at the rhombus. So if I've got 2 rhombuses and I count the perimeter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. If I've got 3, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm hoping that you see a pattern there too. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 10, 12, 14, 16, 8, 18, and then so on. And it'll continue all the way too. Pentagons we already did, right? I think we did that in the task up above in our... So you should have already got that filled in. So 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And so here it looks like we're adding 3 every time. So I don't need to count anymore. But and then lastly, we have hexagons. So start out with 6. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops. 10. And 3, I've got 5 plus 5 plus 4. So I've got 14. So I'm going up by 4s every time. 26, and so on. So that is how you can take a pattern and you can make a plot out of it. Let's scooch this back over. And you can change the view on this. My X values are only ever positive, so I'm gonna go 0. Let's go to 50. And then my y values, it looks like these ones are going to get pretty high. So if I wanted to, I could continue that. But let's just go to 30. So I go from 0 to, let's say, 30. And if we wanted to just focus in on this, I could just go to 15 on my x. So actually, I might do that just to make it look a little cleaner. And then from here, you can zoom in and out. And so now we have our triangles in green, rhombus in purple, pentagons in black, and hexagons in red. So you'll continue this table, and that's how you create a plot. So when you share this with me, you can either take a screenshot or you could share your graph by copying this link, copy, and pasting that in your workshop doc. So I hope that this was helpful, and I'm going to stop sharing.